What's up, YouTube? FunnyBunnies1998 here, and today I am actually in Snapshot 13 Week 5A, and I am going to be doing Redstone Tinkering Episode 2. Now, in 13 Week 4A, a lot of people were concerned because bone meal was nerfed, and it was nerfed a lot, like, to the point where you could take up to, well, no, you were taking 7 bone meal just to grow 1 wheat. They kind of fixed that. It now takes up to around 2 to 3, which I like. But for all those, farmers out there, I guess, the people who create redstone farms, they know that the previous version of the bread maker is now completely broken. And what I've done is I've gone and created an AFK-ish wheat farm with the new features that allows you to dispense bone meal from dispensers. So bone meal's right there. There's water right here. What happens is when I flick the lever, the signal is going to come here, and first it's going to extend this piston, making the clock continue, because this will be right here. Repeater goes through and around. But what happens is this activates a monostable circuit, which will then make a short pulse, and it goes into this signal. What happens from here is that this signal will travel all the way around, through here, and back around, down to here, and theoretically this block will be extended, so no shenanigans happen. So the clock continues. But what happens in this clock is in each stage of this clock, as you can see, there are redstone currents leading off of the clock. So what this does is this will pulse this dispenser here with bone meal 3 times really quickly. Yeah, got that. And the other, come on, there we go. Okay, and the other thing that it'll do is, after a decent amount of delay, it'll come pulse this dispenser with a water bucket once, and then it'll pulse it again to retract it. And there's a hopper right there that will bring all the items into this chest. These are stairs, if you're wondering. So yeah, let's just test it out. Got that. So yeah, great farm. This is actually more designed for AFKing. If you're wondering, wait, how do I AFK while clicking? If you unplug your mouse while it's in a clicked position, it's going to, what's the word? It's going to stay in the clicked position. So, like, if I were to hold my click button, hold it, let me go, get the thingy. Almost got it. Oh, there. So yeah, right now my my mouse is unplugged, so it's still clicking. But yeah, let me plug it back in. Okay, plugged back in. We're fine. Let me turn this off. There. Yeah. So as you can see, all the things went into the chest. Boom. And it's a decent AFK thing. The reason I don't know. I think I like this farm because it is actually now possible to AFK with the wheat farm. The reason I'm not using pistons or a light update to break the wheat is because the water I want the items to travel into the hopper. Now, I'm thinking of coming up with a much more compact design of just having, 3 dispensers pulsing on a block of dirt and having piston underneath, but, something of the sort. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys how to build it. So, let's get all this crap out of our inventory, and let's get the decent stuff in. So, right now, you should be in this position. 10 by 10 area, I guess. So what happens? One up from the lower left corner, place 2 blocks and a lever. Place 2 blocks behind that, and then place 1, 2, 3 redstone, like so, with a sticky piston right in front of this redstone. Place a block on top of that sticky piston. This is our monostable circuit. Place this. Oh wait, this is 10 by 9. I need to extend it by 1. There we go. Anyway, yeah, but you should also have this set up, and the water is actually under this dispenser, so just keep that in mind. You should have the water bucket inside that dispenser, and theoretically you're going to have a bunch of bone meal inside there. But from here, you place 1, 2, 3 redstone, 1 redstone here, 1 repeater there. Actually, yeah. 2 redstone here, 1 repeater on full delay, 1 repeater on 2 ticks delay, a piece of redstone, another piece of redstone, and a repeater on 2 ticks delay. You know, actually, you can just do that, I think. Meh. Anyway, from here though, and you also have to cover this up so no, interfering redstone current happens, and place a piece of redstone right there. But from here, you place a piece of redstone, a repeater, and you want to loop this clock around. You place another repeater, a piece of redstone, and a block. Now, as you can see, this is connecting. You don't want that. Place a block on top, and do that. So, now, place a repeater, 4 ticks, right there, and connect it up there. So I'm going to let you guys copy that real quick. And yeah, so make sure you have that. Count all your delays. And I am going to make sure I'm doing this properly. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to be doing this step by step because I did not memorize the design. I just, yeah, well. So, you want to place a full 4-tick repeater right there. Another full 4-tick repeater here. This powers the block. This extracts the power from the block. And a 1-tick repeater right there. Next, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm assuming what happens here is wait, did I miscount? 2, 1, 2. No, I'm fine. Okay. So, you've got this here. You want to place what should be 3 pieces of redstone, but yeah, it is 3 pieces of redstone. Anyway, so there's our third 4-tick delay, and we want to put 1 with 2 ticks, and like so. So what happens is, if you can follow this, the monostable circuit is the clock. What happens is it will go through this little clock thing. So the first thing that's going to happen is this 4-tick delay is, yeah, it's weird. Anyway, basically it's going to pulse this block 3 times, which will dispense our bone meal. So let's continue onward off of that to our water dispenser. So as you can see here, you want to have a repeater into a block and a redstone into 2 full-tick repeaters. So let's get that going. So you got your repeater, 4 ticks into a block. And I think it should look like that, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that looks good. So yeah, as you can see here, this set powers this block, and this redstone comes up and powers this block as well. So let's get doing that. And you want to end this off with 2 full-tick repeaters. Copy this, make sure you have everything down. Getting a lot harder to copy, isn't it? Anyway, So now we have to bring the rest of this clock upward. So, let's just take it from here, go up, and yeah. So, and I completely forget how I just looked at that. I know I looked at that so I could do it, but I now forget how I did it. I'm kind of babbling. Kind of, only a little. So you've got your piece of redstone here, 2 repeaters, 1, 2, full delay, all of them. You've got your next repeater here, redstone, and you want to lay another piece of redstone here, 2 more full tick repeaters, and I think, let me make sure that I've got the number of repeaters right, because the number of repeaters here is very, very precise. If you screw it up, then the entire thing may get screwed up. Because the whole problem with this is that if the clock is going too quickly, what happens is that this will pulse before the water has disappeared. So, yeah, got this, and you want to extract a 4-tick signal from that. So, sorry for the background noise, guys. A bunch of things happening, but meh, you'll deal with it. So, redstone, 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 and 4-tick delay. Yeah, so let's go do that. So, here, redstone, redstone, redstone. So, 1, 2, 3, 4-tick delay. Now, here, you want to place a block, well, you don't want to place a block there. I think that's where the sticky piston should be. Yeah, okay. So, you've got you want a sticky piston right there. And you want to do something like this. So, just, loop it up right there. Oh, yeah. Derp. So, yeah. This should be nearly ready to go. You want to break a hole right there for your water to go. And now you want to take your hoppers and get your chest. So, say here's your chest. Let's get our hoppers going. So, yeah. That's the chest. That's the other hopper. And we are technically done. Now just put, I don't know, make this pretty. I now declare you pretty. Yay! Uniformity. Anyway, so you've got your thing here, and yeah, I guess all that's left to do now is to block it off, so you can make it look fancy, like I have, with my little glass tea here. Come on, up we go. Now, I placed the fence post here so that you don't fall onto your tilled dirt stuff, so I would suggest doing the same. Like, yeah, you do this, because the idea is that you should be able to place the seeds through this gap right here, so, let's just get this going. This is so that, I think it should be able to work in the dark. Well, it won't be in the dark because of this, so, yeah. So, let me grab myself a few stacks of bone meal, and let's hope I did everything correctly. Let's put this bone meals in. Bone meals, like multiples of bone meal. So yeah, place your seeds, walk up straight to the fence. Yep, so there you go, there's your AFK wheat farm. So it's technically AFK. I'll be coming out with a much more compact design later, so look forward to that. And as you can see, items went into the hopper. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. But more importantly, if you like the video, share it with your friends. I'm FunnyBunnies1998, and I will see you guys next time.